joining us right now, Raelyn Nelson Band, live in the DVE Coffee House on the Point Park University stage. She's joined by Jonathan Bright, Preach Rutherford, and Evan Fredrickson. Raelyn, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Randy? Are you feeling randy today?
You are like a ray of sunshine, Lynn.
Oh.
Sunshine.
Thank you.
See how I played off your
Well
name,
done.
too?
Yeah, I saw that. I see that.
Back at ya.
We're already best friends.
We are BFFs. So I'm very excited about Deutschtown for this weekend. And you have somehow, all of a sudden, I keep seeing you're booked in Pittsburgh. How many times have you played here in Pittsburgh?
I think about 377 times.
Yeah, but you don't live here, right?
No, I'm in Nashville.
So you keep coming back from Nashville. That is so cool. What brings you back to Pittsburgh so often?
My good buddy Chris Lea and his wife Amy have a place called Live Berg Studio.
Isn't it great?
It's a cool spot. We stay there every time we come here, and the vibes are perfect, and the housing is great.
You go up to Heartwood and do a little nature walking?
We haven't yet.
Dude, what are you doing? You're missing that's such like the great geographical.
I did actually lose my phone on the road just by leaving it on the van and turning into the sharp corner, and it just fell off in the road, and it was quite the experience getting it back. But I did find it.
It's a bit of a windy road you have to take care of there.
I've been up the incline and back.
Oh, how was that? Was that exciting?
It was very exciting. Lot slower than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it should go much faster. We were thinking about making it like a demon drop.
Can you see what you can do about that?
Yeah, I'll talk to the incline people. So, Raelyn, let me ask you this: you come from a musical family, obviously, and I'm wondering if music you felt was a calling or something that you were sort of pushed toward.
Oh yeah, maybe more of on the calling side. I would say. I just. I want to be just like my grandpa. You know, he's always been the biggest influence.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to be like him? He's like
who doesn't want to be like him?
That's the goal.
Yeah, for everyone. We just all want to be like Papa Willie.
What does he say about your songwriting and stuff? Do you like actively seek his help?
He says I'm his favorite songwriter.
Does he really say that?
No.
Why? Well, he'd be. Who cares if he didn't? Just say
he is very supportive. Anytime I send him a song, it's always. That's super good, and you're on a roll, and a Santa Claus emoji.
Oh, Santa Claus emoji. That's great. So I understand, is it Preach and Evan both played in a band back in the day not in a band with the Clarks, but their band played alongside the Clarks.
So Jonathan Bright, we call him JB.
JB and Preach.
And Preach. Yeah, they both played. Maybe you could speak more on that because I don't know about your history.
Yeah, we used to swap gigs with the Clarks in Nashville and Pittsburgh. Gosh, late 80s probably?
1922.
Raelyn, how old were you when they were doing that?
She wasn't. She was not.
JB, so you guys were in a band called Swing, was it?
That's right, yeah. And we got to know these dudes from the Clarks. I guess we were both kind of starting out. Their first record had just come out. Mm-hmm. So their manager was stationed at Fort Campbell, which is right outside of Nashville. And we used to see him at punk rock shows, and he mentioned that he was working with a band here in Pittsburgh. So we just started swapping shows, and we got along famously. They would come down, we'd take them on a little swing around the South, and we'd come up here, and they'd do the same for us. So we've known those guys forever.
Pretty cool. So that's nice that you come full circle, come back to Pittsburgh as much as you've been able to with Raelyn's band.
Oh, yeah, and we still are friends with the same people we were, 25, 30 years ago. So it's great for us to come back up, and Raelyn gets to see all the knuckleheads we used to hang out with.
Yeah, right. So it's a natural fit that you guys will be playing at Deutschtown this weekend. And tonight you're playing in Ohio, right?
Yeah, in Lakeland, Ohio at the Winchester.
Okay, pretty cool. That's outside of Cleveland?
I think so, yeah. It's just a couple hours away.
And then you'll be back tomorrow for the Deutschtown Music Festival.
That's right, on the park stage. In the park.
It's so beautiful over there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you're going to dig it. It's a lot of fun. 400 bands this weekend, but here's one you definitely want to see. Raelyn Nelson Band. What are you going to be playing for us?
So this is a new song off of our album that we're releasing this year. It's called Weed and Whiskey.
Weed and Whiskey.
Do you like Weed and Whiskey, Randy?
I do.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm going to like this song. Raelyn Nelson Band, ladies and gentlemen, on the Point Park University stage in the DVE Coffee House.
Oh, you wish that nation can take a lesson from our history. Are you with me? With me? All we need is a little bit of weed and whiskey, whiskey. All those pills can cure my ills and fix me, fix me. Take a puff and sip with me. All we need is a little bit of weed and whiskey, whiskey. All we need is a little bit of weed and whiskey, whiskey. All those pills can cure my ills and fix me, fix me. Take a puff and sip with me. Someday soon they all will see. All we need is a little bit of weed and whiskey. Yeah.
Right, Weed and Whiskey, the Raelyn Nelson Band. Check them out at the Deutschland Music Festival this week and tomorrow. They'll be in the City Park stage, and if you're listening outside of Cleveland, they'll be playing in Lakeland, Ohio tonight. We got more from the Raelyn Nelson Band coming up here on the DVE Morning Show. Little Zeppelin.